Now, you wouldn't believe that I'm actually at the beach right now, but I am. I'm visiting some family in Florida, and we're going to the beach today, and they were very excited for me to go running on the beach. But I don't actually like running on the beach, and I don't think running on the beach is a great idea for most runners. And we'll explain that in just a moment here. So what I did, I was able to find this amazing area of dirt trails in the woods. As long as I don't get attacked by a wild pig or a snake or an alligator, I'm gonna be just fine. But you might be curious, why don't I actually like running on the beach? Well, running on the beach has a lot of different aspects to it that I don't think are really beneficial for runners. So let's get into them. Now, one thing you're gonna notice about running at almost any beach is the fact that there is a real camber to the beach, just like there's a camber to the road, where the road slopes down to the gutter for drainage, for the rain. And this happens at the beach too, and the sand slopes down to the water. And so maybe at low tide, you're at a beach that has a more gradual slope, and it can be pretty flat with some good hard packed sand right near the water. And if you are gonna run on the beach, that's the place to do it. But the camber is a big reason why running on the beach can be problematic for runners, because if you only go in one direction, or if you are running a lot at the beach, maybe you're going for a 10-mile run and you do 5 miles out and 5 miles back, that is balanced, but at the same time you are spending a substantial amount of time with one leg a little bit higher than the other because of the camber at the beach. So for that reason, I really don't like running on the beach. I'll make some exceptions for very long beaches where the tide goes out and you can run on some pretty flat sand. But for the most part, we want to stay away from that camber. Now, I would rather brave the Floridian jungle and all the mosquitoes and all the technical routes and trails that I'm running on right now rather than the beach. And another big reason why is because the sand on the beach is probably one of the worst surfaces to run on, especially the softer it is. You don't really want a lot of soft sand to run on because it really saps your energy. The energy return of sand is probably the worst that you're gonna ever experience. I remember doing a 10-mile race a long time ago where about half of it was on the beach, and this was one of the slowest races I have ever run, because anybody who's tried running fast on the beach knows that there's no energy return. No impact forces come back up into your legs, helping propel you forward. Just try using a pogo stick on the beach and you'll see why. Now, the other problem with all the soft sand is this unstable footing. Now, a little bit can actually be quite great. You'll really strengthen your feet and lower legs, but if you're not ready for it, this is a stress that can be too stressful for you if you haven't prepared for it, if you're not strong enough. And if you try to go out for a fairly long run on the beach, on some soft sand that you're just not used to. So you're probably gonna experience some calf or Achilles problems, if you're not properly trained for this. So just be really aware of the extra stress of not only the camber of the beach, but also the soft sand of the beach. Your feet are gonna get kind of stuck in there, and it's gonna be really difficult to run, and it's gonna be a much bigger added stress for your lower legs. This video is sponsored by Inside Tracker, our newest partner for the YouTube channel, and I couldn't be more excited. They are an ethical company. They are a company that I've been using personally for years, and they're one of the most reputable blood testing companies in the country. Inside Tracker tests your blood, very simply. They look at over 40 different biomarkers, from stress hormones like cortisol to testosterone levels and vitamin D, all so that you know what's going on inside your body. So you can tell if you're undertraining, you're overtraining, you're optimally training, or if you just have any other health issues that might be going on that might be impacting your running. And like I said, I've been using them for years. I've gotten numerous ultimate tests, and I'm about to get my third, and I added on the DNA kit. This is gonna be really special for me, just to get a more in-depth look at what's going on inside me, so that I know if there are any red flags that I have to address. And that part of the whole procedure is why I love Inside Tracker, because you know what they do? They don't just give you a report showing you how your markers might be in the zone or outside the zone. They tell you how to improve them. So if you are too low or too high with any of these metrics, they give you science-backed ways to improve upon them through diet, exercise, or lifestyle changes. So I'm super happy about this partnership. And if you go to insidetracker.com/strengthrunning, use code strengthrunning, you're gonna get 25% off any test that they have. This is a great offer, and I'm really excited to partner with this company, so hope you take advantage of it. That's insidetracker.com/strengthrunning, and use code strengthrunning to save 25% off on any test. Now, the other thing that you'll notice about where I am right now is that it's very shady, and I would much rather be under the canopy of all of these beautiful trees than trying to run on the beach, because the beach is just so exposed. You are going to be dealing with the sun and the wind and maybe some froth from the ocean, but actually that sounds pretty great. But I generally don't run on the beach because of that, because it is so exposed when it comes to the sun. And usually I'm at the beach when it's hot out, and today is no different, even though it's not super hot here in Jacksonville, Florida. But I really try to avoid the sun when I'm at the beach if I go out for a run. And that's why I love coming to this place, because I can come out here, I can run some beautiful miles in these technical trails. It feels like I'm in a South American rainforest, and it's just a better experience. So if you're someone who is susceptible to sunburns, if you're someone who just really starts to falter in the heat and in the sun, the beach is probably not the best option for you. So try to find places that are more shaded, like right now, or if you do run on the beach, just go for a very short, easy run where you can experience beach running without the extra stress of trying to run long or trying to run fast. Now, I know I've been a little critical of the beach in this video because I don't think it's a great training venue for most runners, but there is something that you can do on the beach that I think is wonderful, that really has virtually no drawbacks and can help you become a faster, stronger runner, and that is strides on the beach without any shoes on. And now that I'm done with my run, that is exactly what I'm gonna do. Do a couple barefoot strides near the surf, then I'll hop right in, and that is how you end a good run near the beach.